Society. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Society. My name is Becca.
I'm Ruel.
And I'm Jake.
And special guest Jake is here for many fun things that we'll get to.
Board game
It
related.
wasn't like I came in and he was sitting in my seat and I said, "Move over, Jake."
I live here now.
Yeah, but that's where we want it.
Yeah.
Lucky us, we get a Jake today.
You're welcome.
Ruel, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Looking over.
Where'd you go?
There you are.
Where'd you go? Oh, hi.
I'm doing fantastic. Got my cup of coffee
Ooh.
in my Good Morning Society mug. You can get yours at shop.goodtimesociety.com.
Oh, what'd you put in that coffee?
I've got some.
Was it a little perk?
It was perk coffee. Today
Delicious.
I'm going with their instant version, which is delicious. Surprisingly delicious, because
Right.
if you're not an instant coffee person, you may be a little afraid, but I say take the leap, try it. It's excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Take the leap and the net of coffee will appear is my favorite proverb. Yeah, thanks so much to everybody who's tuned in live. And if you're watching later, we love you too. We have a lot to go over today. There's a lot of fun games. We've had a bunch of preview videos come out this week, so we'd love for you to go check those out. We'll tell you about them. We got a jacked up matchup later sitting right here. Tell us about it, Ruel.
We've got a great game. This is Karuba, the card game. So if you played Karuba from Hava, it's like a bingo style game where everyone draws a tile, then we all place that same tile. Karuba, the card game, gets rid of the tiles and use cards like these cards here. And it's much quicker. It's a lot of fun. So stick around for that. Becca and I are gonna jacked up matchup.
Jacked up matchup!
Jacked up matchup. Sponsored by friends of Per Coffee. And yeah, this is one I'm really looking forward to because Becca's not played it yet. So that gives me a chance to perhaps win. I need all the advantages I can
You've
get.
been winning. I don't
know.
remember.
I don't know, Becca. You've won
Winning
quite
is
a few
meaningless.
games. Yeah,
You're just so used to it, Becca.
exactly.
We all win here because we're playing games together with friends. We're going to share a shelfie later, which Ruel has queued up as a super secret. Maybe it's your shelfie. You can always drop your shelfie, a picture of your game shelf, in our Discord. There's a link to that in the Twitch chat, or if you just go to our website, you'll find the link, or in our link tree. And we love sharing your games, and we love talking about what's on your shelf. So please go ahead and do that if you haven't yet. Also, we've got to thank today's sponsors. Number one, Perk Coffee. Get that perk in your cup, and that's how you level up.
We got a link for 15% off if you want to buy from them as well.
Yeah, that's perkcoffee.com/discount/GMS15 for Good Morning Society, and 15% you're going to enjoy off. And our other sponsor today is
The World Series of
Board Games.
Yes.
Heard of it? You should have.
This is their third year or second year?
Third year.
Third year.
Third year of the World Series of Board Games. I say second because I had a baby, so that year the outside world did not exist to me. But very exciting. We're going to be talking more about that. In fact, that's why Jake's popped in. And our final sponsor that we have to thank today, it's you.
You.
Thank you, patrons.
Yeah, if you want to be a sponsor of this show and all we do on Good Time Society, which includes Good Morning Society, includes all our RPGs, includes more content that you haven't even seen yet that's going to blow your mind, and it's going to have bonus content behind the scenes at patreon.com/goodtimesociety. So we hope you become a patron and become a good timer, and we'll see you there.
We just filmed one, as a matter of fact, and posted it.
Oh,
Remember?
Captain Flip!
Yeah.
Captain Flip.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. We played a 3-player game, and we posted it just for patrons to show our love.
There will be more.
And look, yeah. Oh,
Little hearts.
the tiny hearts. I keep saying.
Medium heart. Big heart.
Oh,
wow, you have a whole routine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, what are the tiny hearts again?
Tiny hearts are like this, thumb and.
Oh, sure, I see it now.
Yeah, a little heart.
Yeah, you gotta rotate.
Okay,
There we
yeah,
go.
There you go.
This is how Bella blows kisses.
Oh.
Yeah, Jet just kisses his hand. He's like,
It's a secret.
just kissing yourself, bud.
I love it. So that's our sponsors. That's what we're up to today. Let's kick it off by me, GTFO, enjoying my coffee elsewhere. Is that right?
Yeah, but
Is
you
it time
taking a
for
break?
that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a
Good
coffee break.
times.
Sponsored by Perk.
Free
Good
Here,
time
here, you keep your
free
chair.
octopus.
octopus, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the octopi. Ruel, let's talk about the World Series of board games.
Yes.
So,
and
yeah.
I was just going to say, for those of you who joined us early, live during the... Ooh. There's a Becca.
There's like a shark in the foreground.
You may have seen us playing a game beforehand.
Have some per coffee if you need to.
I'm going to have some coffee while you take over.
Well, as you were watching the pre-show, Ruel and I have been in this intense match on Board Game Arena. If you aren't familiar with Board Game Arena, it's a fantastic place to get in the reps for Castles of Burgundy, which is a game that we are going to both be playing at the World Series of Board Games.
Yes, and you can too. Again, check out the link where you get, is it Good Time Society is the keyword. If you click on the link, you will get $25 off your ticket purchase.
Yeah, so let's talk about what the World Series of Board Game is.
Yes.
So it's a convention that's happening September 22nd through the 26th, I believe, in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Vegas,
Again,
baby.
Heard of it. We are both going to be attending this year, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
You've been 2 years now.
Yes, I'm really excited to come back. It's a really cool event. It's competitive, but it's friendly. It's one of those things where I was a little skeptical at first. I was like, it's going to be pretty intense, but it was intense. But everyone was like super cool, a real chill vibe, but at the same time very hyper competitive as well.
Yeah, which is what we like, because we like to be friends, but we also like to crush our friends in games.
Exactly.
Yeah, Becca gets it. She does it all the time.
Yes.
So what I know about the World Series of Board Game, and I'm learning more every day, is that there's a big old tournament that's at the center of it. And it's called the Ring Tournament, and 16 different sub-tournaments are in it. They're called, I think, ring tourneys, right?
Correct, ring games.
There's 4 a day over the course of 4 days, and you can choose one of those each day to participate in.
Right.
If you win that tournament, which could have like multiple rounds of that certain game, you get into what's known as the finals. At the finals, random games are chosen amongst you and the other winners of the other 15 tournaments.
Yes.
So it's a 16-player mini tournament at the end of random drafted games, right?
Yeah. Yes. And then, so the way it works, at least for the final table, so you're going to play the final 16 goes down to 8, 4, 2, 4, and then the winner. You, as a finalist, you're going to choose the one game you do not want to play. And then you're going to eliminate a game.
You ban one.
You ban one. And then whatever's left over is the game they played. So last year, Angela Tao, who's the champ, and I actually interviewed on my channel, she won playing Splendor. Yeah, and it's funny because leading up to that, she won the Gaia tournament or Gaia Project
Which
tournament,
is a massive,
huge game,
Yeah.
and she also won, or she placed second, I think, or won Brass Birmingham. So she's played these deep games and then crushed in Splendor. Yeah.
I actually have been thinking about what you mentioned to her. Quick sidebar, because you mentioned a piece of advice she gave you about Splendor that I disagree with, but whom I did disagree except a mere male who's never been to the World Series of Board Gaming, much as one.
Yeah.
But she said you should always focus on buying the expensive cards.
Yes.
Out the gate?
Out the gate, like
That's crazy.
That to me, that didn't make any sense because I always get the freebies and stuff.
You gotta get some
slowly
of the
build my
engine
engine, and she's saying that's okay,
but time efficiency, to end the game.
Yeah.
Not even worry about patrons. Just go for the big boys.
Yeah, exactly. Now there are times when, depending on how the board state is or card state, you are going to get those other cards. But she said focus on those, and I took that advice. If you see my YouTube channel, you may have seen me beat the world champ at Splendor using her own advice.
What?
Yeah.
Ruel, you should be talking about that video much more often.
Go see that video. Go on my channel, Ruel Gaviola, at YouTube.
But Splendor's actually going to be happening again this year, so
Yes.
we should take this knowledge. In fact, maybe you and I should play one of these on Board Game Arena between now and next week.
I agree.
I would love to lose to this strategy.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is Ruel and I are both going to be competing in the Castles of Burgundy tournament, maybe even Splendor as well.
Yes.
But we love your guys' advice for some of these games. Please look at the 16 tournaments. We have a referral link to the website. It's wsbgvegas.com. And if you check out the games there, let us know what you guys want us to talk about. I'm actually kind of psyched to talk about Arc Nova.
Yes.
Because that game is being played everywhere amongst all of my friends.
Right.
And this is one of the biggest tournament gatherings of it I've seen yet.
Yeah, and actually, I believe the designer is going to be there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Cool.
during the tournament. So, just quickly here, these are some of the games that you're going to see at the World Series of Board Game. We got Wingspan. This is day 1, Sunday. So, Great Western Trail, Ticket to Ride, and Heat. Heat is new this year. It was a huge hit last year, so they had to bring it in.
Great Western Trail Second Edition is so good too.
I haven't played it yet.
It's so clean.
Okay,
It's
nice.
also on Board Game Arena if you want to play.
Awesome. You know what's awesome is Heat, Pedal to Metal. If you go to the World Series of Board Gaming, as one of the little goodies that you get a custom Heat board that's only available at the World Series of Board Gaming if you enter that ring tournament. So they've come up with a new track. On Monday, hey, Jake, Arc Nova.
There it is, and it's at 9 a.m. I'm like trying to figure out flights right now. I'm like, I have to be there Sunday night because I can't fly and get to the airport by 9 a.m.
That's an early,
That's crazy.
That's an early start. Arc Nova, Brass Birmingham, Lost Ruins of Arnak, and Raw. Raw. Dr. Knizia, the one and only doctor. I may have to enter that one.
That's so painful to go into a tournament for because you can really just get hosed in that game.
Totally.
But it's so good.
It's so good. Oh, Tuesday, the 24th, we got Earth, which, I love, but I don't know if I'm good enough to. Well, no, I love that game. I may just jump in.
I still have not played Earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you will
I'll
love
put it on the list.
It's Wingspan Plus.
Yes, I've heard. Yeah.
Dune Imperium, Acquire, and Azul.
Oh.
Now, folks, I played Azul last year. I did really well. I lost by, I think, 30, 35 points. So you're playing with some really, awesome players.
35 points that you lost by?
I lost by, yeah, and I thought I was doing well.
Another game you can really get hosed on the draft.
Oh, totally. Wednesday, we have Terraforming Mars, the Castles of Burgundy. Jake and I will be in that ring tournament. Cascadia and Splendor. So,
we can't play both.
Yeah, they're whenever we're gonna play Castles of Burgundy.
Now there are actually also Phoenix tournaments in this game, which I heard this year, which is like if you get knocked out, you can go in and try and get back in, like a last chance tournament.
Okay.
I don't know all the details of that, but if you peruse the website, friends, you can find out more.
Yeah.
But be sure that if you want to buy a ticket, use the code Good Time Society because that's how they know we're worthwhile. Okay? That's their barometer for success, so it's our barometer for success.
Exactly.
Ruel and I will both be there. We'll both be talking more. I'll also start up a thread on the Good Time Society Discord talking about this because I am a competitive person and I never get to go to competitive tournaments anymore, and I'm thrilled to be there with you.
Competitive people!
Competitive people!
You know, I'm going to call my shot right now. I think I think we are both going to place and/or win that Castle Burgundy tournament. I'm calling it right here, folks.
How do we both place? I think only one of them wins, right?
No, I mean places in top 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to call it right now.
Okay.
So when we flame out in the first round, it's going to be even funnier.
When we're arguing about it in the bar afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling good.
Okay.
So we're going to get in our reps on Board Game Arena. Again,
Yes.
Board Game Arena, you can play for free there. I think we're going to get in our reps and we're going to represent GTS really well.
Let's look at our game's results next week and see how badly you lost.
Okay, yeah, let's do that, folks. So tune in next week and we'll share that.
Yeah, and also there are async games happening on Board Game Arena. We have Good Time Society has its own group, and we've started games there. Please join us, and I'll be happy to hop into some games as well.
Yeah.
And I'll make Becca do it soon, too. All right,
Awesome.
bye!
Thanks, Jake. That was awesome. Yeah, folks, so World Series of Board Gaming, be sure to click on that link and use Good Time Society for the $25 off your ticket purchase. Becca's back.
Oh, hello! Wow, I heard I was promised in Board Game Arena.
Yeah.
Look,
It's
during
official
work
now.
hours, done. Yes. During baby hours, now that's a complicated proposal. But
Yeah.
when she starts playing, boy, howdy, are we going to be all up in there?
Yeah, good stuff.
That was so exciting. I'm so excited for World Series of Board Game. And I did see a question from Dwere if it's being streamed anywhere. I don't know if that's the case yet. I'm sure it's something that they're working on having more of it online because that's where the hype lives.
Yeah, so they haven't announced anything yet, but last year over on YouTube, they did host a couple of the tournaments online. They've streamed it live. And actually, I got to work with Paula Deming. We called the final table for Red Cathedral.
What?
Which was an amazing experience. It was
I played
so
that game
fun.
once, and I played it with Chu and Christina of Going Analog, and it was so much fun. That's the only game I've gotten to play with them, but
I
love Red Cathedral. Yeah, it's just, it's the right level of crunchy.
It was great.
Was it in the list? I didn't see it when you were just calling out what's competitive this year.
No, unfortunately, that was one of the games that didn't make it from last year, so
Sure.
they've swapped it. I think they swapped in Arc Nova for this year. So
I mean, as Jake was saying, it's a hit.
It's a
yes,
hit.
we played it, and I immediately was like, my brain is burning. But I do really, really want to play Arc Nova again. I don't know if that'd be what I'd get competitive in. It would have to be Dune Imperium, even though I've won a single game, and that was in 2-player against David, and then we immediately played again and he beat me. So in the many times that I played like one of my favorite board games of all time, Dune Imperium, one win under my belt.
Hey, you got the win though. That's a win is a win, folks.
Just one, yeah. It was a teaching win in a 2-player game, but I'll take it.
Oh, the good old learning game, my favorite.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie, I win a good amount of games in my life, and I think that the fact that it keeps eluding me is making me double down.
Oh, okay.
You know, like if I started winning every game of Dune Imperium I played, would I still have the same hunger? I don't know.
The hunger.
The hunger lives strong, especially because we haven't had our daily burrito yet.
Oh, ooh, daily burrito.
Yeah.
That sounds so good right
This is a burrito office, let me tell you.
It is.
Jake's addiction has become all of ours.
Yeah, we are all burrito enthusiasts here.
Indeed we are.
Yes. Are you a burrito enthusiast? Let us know, folks. Let's move on and talk about some games, Becca.
Well, I love talking about games, Ruel, especially with you.
Yeah. So this one, I love the name. This is called Squatch and Seek. Squatch and Seek.
That sounds like something weird in a Rick and Morty episode.
Oh, totally. Yes. And Squatch and Seek, this is a game by Seppi Yoon, who's a terrific designer. You know, I've got to meet Seppi a couple times at the conventions and whatnot. He's got the best laugh. I love people with like just big laughs.
Aww.
And he's got one like Jake.
Can you do an impression?
His laugh is like, ah! Like, there it is. Yes. Like that. I think Jake has a really good laugh. Seppi has a really good laugh along those lines. You have a great laugh as well.
You, sir, have a great laugh.
Thank you.
And you know what? My favorite laugh I've ever gotten from you is when you didn't see that I had brought these in.
Every time you get me with that, Becca. Every time.
Fills my heart with joy.
Yes. Seppi is the designer of Squatch and Seek. This is a re-implementation of a previous game he did where it's a combat memory card game, which I've never heard those words put together at once.
Combat memory card game. Tell me more.
So what you're doing is one round you're hiding all of these items, either a Sasquatch or not a Sasquatch. And you have a tableau of 4x4 cards, shared information. So some cards are up, some cards are face down. And on your turn, you're going to replace some of the face-up cards with face down. So only you know what that face-down card is.
Okay.
So every player does that. And then the second round, hey, you're going to go and explore the forest. You're hoping it's not a Sasquatch because 3 Sasquatches revealed, you're out of the game, done, the end.
Okay, so it sounds pretty quick.
Yeah, it's super quick and it's super fun.
I'm seeing the re-implementation is of a game called Squirrel or Die, which is pretty cute and fun. Yeah, with really funky kind of like simple outline art, similar to this artwork. I assume it's the same artist. Let's check. A bunch of different artists on the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Squatch and Seek, Logging and Legends in the Northwoods. So,
and this art is Kinsey Lindau.
Kinsey Lindau.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kinsey, for the terrific art. And so that is Squatch and Seek, a combat memory card game.
Squatchy.
Squatchy. We need more of those combat memory games, Becca.
I'm curious. I feel like I have excellent memory for a very short goldfish amount of time.
Oh,
I can't remember long term. I don't know if we hung out last week. You know.
Oh. Well, that's much better than mine. My memory is getting worse as the years go by.
What? Unheard of.
Yeah, it's one of those things, folks. It happens. You know, we should put a spotlight on things like that by talking about a game called Spotlight.
Whoa!
What's up with that?
Segue.
I want those segue points, Ray. You know, by the way, shout out to Ray for the pep talk this morning. You know, we came in and he just, I don't know what he was talking about, but all of a sudden, like, we were all fired up. I was like, woo, this is great to be here. It's a great day to talk about games, folks.
It's a great day to talk about games.
Yeah, thanks, Coach Ray. Spotlight is a game from Haltmar Hawk and Lorenzo Silva.
I love photosynthesis.
Yes, designers of Photosynthesis, Evergreen, Dragon Castle, King's Dilemma, Railroad Inc. I mean,
Lorenzo Silva does some really great games.
Yes.
King's Dilemma is absolutely fabulous. It's like if Twilight Imperium was set in feudal society.
Oh, I love that description. That was perfect. This one, I'm all about the gimmick on this one, Becca. I'm going to focus on this board right here. So if you'll notice, these boards, you can't see anything, right? these are transparencies, and what you're doing is using your spotlight, your flashlight, to look at these, and as you do, it's going to reveal things. Look at that. It will reveal different clues and items that you're trying to find, because your goal is to find as many as you can and advance the track to the first. It's played over 5 rounds, and if you have the most items, you win.
This is really cute. Horrible Guild does a lot of complex games and a lot of mid-range level difficulty games. This is for ages 6 up, and this is very accessible for the family style game.
Yeah.
The family style game, she says. I love this gimmick as well, and I think any kid is going to want to hop in on this gameplay.
Yeah, kids of all ages. Like me, I'm fired up about. I mean,
I meant us when I said kids.
Yeah, thank you.
Obviously.
The magic flashlight. I mean, look how cool this is.
Flashlight.
I love that. There's another game called Dive that came out a couple of years ago that uses a similar gimmick with transparencies, where you're going to stack transparencies up and you would remove them. But this one actually uses this flashlight, this magical flashlight, so you can look at this, scavenger hunt, basically.
I have to get this game just to see how they accomplish this.
Yeah.
I'm so curious as to how that's done. It looks super awesome.
It's really, it's magical, folks.
One of my favorite games as a kid was a football game that used transparencies, and it was like an overhead projector, but without the overhead part. And you would put your play hidden, and your opponent would put their play hidden, and then you'd pull something to reveal. And like if the football touched an X, that would mean it was an interception. You would reveal it. It was the coolest thing. Just while we're on
it feels like a little
transparency
battleship, and also what our friends at Funko Games are doing with the Cryptic series of escape room games.
Yes.
They use transparencies and overlapping puzzle maps.
I love that. I'm all
gonna have
about
to get that.
That is terrific.
We got to find out the name of this football transparency battleship game.
My dad has it. I'll try and figure it out.
I'm super curious about that. I love when sports are translated in board games, especially when it's baseball.
Bow, 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 bow.
We've got Lords of Baseball, friends, and this, of course, it's baseball. I'm fired up about it. Ray, I was thinking about you when I found this one. This is old-timey baseball, and what you're doing here, this is a heavier game, actually.
I think we gotta say in the old-timey baseball voice.
Old-timey baseball game. He made a hit. He got the ball. This one is
Nailed it.
Yeah, totally nailed it. You are building a franchise at the turn of the century, trying to become, the most successful owner ever.
Lord.
So there's all kinds of stuff
baseball.
here. Yeah, this was successfully funded recently on Kickstarter. And they're almost out of copies, so they're going to do another Kickstarter real soon.
Cool.
For this game. And I've heard really good reviews about it. I've heard it's a lot heavier than what other sports games are like. So I'm excited about this. Of course, I'm going to get it. I'm going to name my team the Los Angeles Dodgers, who, by the way, won a thrilling game last night in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, no love for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, huh?
And the Quakes. The Quakes are looking...
Bring some glory to your hometown.
Shout out to the Quakes always, folks. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, the single A affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Speaking of the Dodgers, oh my gosh, Shohei Ohtani, being able to see him on a daily basis just blows my mind. That is the greatest ball player of all time. Yes.
Hearing about him makes me want to watch a baseball.
You should go watch a baseball.
I've seen a baseball in my life, and I would like to see the greatest of all time.
It's incredible. He
we
always
love it.
shows up and does incredible things.
Something I don't know if you already said about Lords of Baseball, it plays up to 16 players.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
According to Board Game Geek Community, it plays best at 4 or 8, but I love a party game. So
yes.
Lords of Baseball, you wouldn't necessarily, I'd say that's more of a your game than a me game, just based on title alone. But 16 players, I'm very curious about.
Yeah. So, you're going to have your own little league, basically, and play out a season. Not as long as a real season, because then you'd be here all year. But it looks terrific. So that's Lords of Baseball, folks. Check it out. It will be coming back to Kickstarter. And I don't know how to segue this next one, because...
You do.
How do you say that name? Is it Eterna?
We're going to be wondering for an eternity.
Eternity, yeah, from Martin Wallace. And he does these big old games such as Brass Burnham. It's gonna make your brain melt. And this looks like the
You mean
latest.
set in an old time?
In old times, yes.
Yeah. The games aren't old. They're new. They're hip. They're
Yes.
just old-timey stuff.
Old-timey stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
In that old-timey voice. Martin Wallace, this is a area majority hand management worker placement game. All three things I like.
I was going to say, you're just saying my favorite things.
Yep. You are taking the role of a Roman gens, a family that will try to increase their prestige through 3 eras. So it seems like something very Martin Wallace-like. They don't have any pictures yet because this is coming out in November. So I believe it's an Essen, or it'll be an early Essen Spiel release. But if you know Martin Wallace's design pedigree, he does some really heavy, crunchy games, and I'm looking forward to this one because I like most of his games that I've played. Brass, London, and Anno 1800. Those are all terrific games. They all make my brain hurt, Becca.
Yeah, a lighter one he did is Meeple's. No. That's just the same publisher. Just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, just checking out what this publisher does. Imperial Struggle, Meeple Circus.
Yeah. Meeple Circus is a lot of fun. This is Ludo Ergo Games.
Ergo Ludo, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, you had me with worker placement. That's
Yep.
all I need to be happy. And love that combined with area control.
Yeah. Oh, Eterna. I think that's how you say it. Eterna.
Eterna, yeah. Eterna.
Eterna. Because I'm looking at it. There's a Metallica album that came out recently called Lux Eterna. I don't know what that means.
Does it have an AE combo letter
It
in
does.
there?
It has
Lux
that.
Eterna?
Lux Eterna. Is that right? Yeah.
Eternal light, I would assume.
Eternal light.
I'm not a Latin.
Somebody knows languages over there.
Yeah.
And-
Spiel
and
des Jahres.
Spiel des
Des
Jahres.
Jahres.
Always had it right.
Yes.
Hi, Bonsonator.
Hey, Bons.
Hello to a fabulous, often guest host on the channel here.
Yes.
Bons.
We just talked about Martin Wallace. We're going to continue talking about Martin Wallace. It's the Martin Wallace show apparently today.
And the sports show.
Yeah, it's a sports show too. I had to throw this on here because this has nothing to do with Martin Wallace, I feel like. I've never seen him talk about sports. He's never done sports games. This is the only picture they have of it because this is due out next year sometime.
Animal Rules Football.
Yeah, it is a 2-player combat game where you have 6 different animal factions and you're playing Animal Rules Football, which I guess is like soccer and rugby played on a cricket pitch. That sounds wacky. I will totally play it. It's 2 players. I don't think it's going to be as heavy as Brass or something like that. I figure it's going to be lighter, but who knows? With Martin Wallace, he's going crazy. I don't know what's going to happen.
Interesting. It says deck construction is a part of the mechanism. Big
Okay.
fan over here of little deck building, if I do say so myself.
Yes.
So that's interesting. Maybe they're going for more of things where you build decks usually end up being bigger because we want more. We want more cards. So we'll see if this evolves into something like that.
Right. My best guess, again, this is coming out next year. We have 1 picture and very limited information. My best guess is the deck construction. You're going to be building a team. You have your players, different abilities.
Maybe some drafting.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows?
And then you're going to go out there, area majority, so you're trying to get the ball or whatever. The football, the baseball, I don't know what it is.
We derive so much meaning from the mechanisms portion of Board Game Geek, but maybe not all new mechanics fit into these categories neatly.
Exactly.
I love anything having to do with soccer because I am a huge Angel City Football Club fan.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about how we did last weekend. Not great.
Not great?
Not great. But we were playing, it was Pride Night, and we were playing Louisville Pride.
Louisville.
No, wait. Orlando Pride.
Orlando
Sorry.
Pride, okay.
Oh, so it wasn't fair. We were celebrating the opposing team with our Pride Night. It was complicated. And Orlando Pride is a really good team. Second seeded in the league behind KC Current. I'm from Kansas City. So look at us sports people on our board game show.
I know, all the sports ball folks. But did you have a good time at the game?
I did, and you'll never guess who I ran into there. None other than Nettie Moynihan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, ran into, he knew where my seats were and came and visited me, which is very nice.
Oh, funny you should be here.
Season ticket holder, baby.
Very nice. I love, what is the stadium called? Is it BMO?
It's now BMO.
Yeah, it's a great place to watch a game.
Yeah, I think it was originally Bank of California, and then that stopped being a bank, so they had to find some other bank to name it after. It's a beautiful stadium. It's not as huge as, what's the one where Taylor Swift performed?
SoFi.
Yeah, it's not SoFi, but it is really big, really nice, lots of good food options, and
Yes.
the vibes of female sports teams are immaculate. Like, it's, especially on Pride Night, everything is inclusive, everything is a celebration. There are pink fireworks, there were rainbow fireworks for Pride Night, but
Nice.
anytime we score, there's pink smoke bombs, because pink is one of the team colors, and they are constantly beating drums throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
Near the second half of the opponent's goal, they just bang drums as loud as they can. They're like, what? Does this bother you? Is this getting your way?
I love it. The
great
one
tactic.
game that we went to, Michelle and I, Lauren and I took Michelle for her birthday 2 years ago, and it was like the best experience. Like, it's so different than your typical sports event. It's just, like
Yeah.
you said, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Super welcoming, but super passionate as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I
Yeah.
did okay, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
The previous game I went to, there was some, like a fight broke out between two players.
What?
They
Really?
were running past the, like, ends line, and there was a shove that happened, and then the other woman got over from our team, grabbed her lapel and was like, don't do that.
Oh my God. Was it a red card? Or?
Yellow for both.
Oh, you young?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
yeah,
okay.
because on the replay it was clear it was a like shove
Got
into
it.
the bleachers.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Yellow cards, red cards. Folks, I don't know what happened to the show. This is great.
I know. Red cards abound. And then there was like a code of conduct at this last game that was like, we don't push people. We're here to have a good time. We're all friends here, right?
but-
We're hoping to trade these players someday. We can't have these bad vibes.
I love that, though, that they would address it.
Yeah.
You know, other
Yeah.
sports, they just sort of sweep it under the rug, like, you know.
Not here. No, we
Yeah,
talk
not
about
here.
our feelings in women's sports.
That's I love that. I love that so much.
I think we pop back on up, and I'm going to talk about a game. Does that feel like it's time for that?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Karubo, you stay. We're gonna jacked up matchup you so soon.
Yes.
I want to do a little unboxing for a game that we've posted a preview about,
Yeah.
and we've just filmed a playthrough of that. I'm so excited for you to
cool.
see. This is Nightshift. This is a game by Exotic Cancer, who is an influencer on Instagram and I'm sure TikTok as well. She became very popular by posting about what it's like to be an exotic dancer and work in that space. And this game is delightfully like the really fun examination, like hilarious customer cards that all have a bit of personality.
Nice.
Really nice insert you can see here. I just love a game that really dives into a specific community and from someone in that community who can illustrate it well. We've got the board, and basically what you're doing is moving around, meeting customers,
Okay.
trying to get them to commit to either go to the VIP room or the private room with you.
I love it.
And then you have a die rolling mechanism to see which room they'll go to, or if they'll just buy you a drink. The drinks are shots and champagne, which allow you to get essentially power-ups. So shots give you a +1 to a die roll one time, and a champagne is a re-roll for or a redo for the push your luck mechanic that comes in play in the private room and the VIP room, where you're either flipping cards that are your dance moves and trying not to repeat the same move 3 times, which is so funny. Right there you have moon cards in your hand. Oh, those are the power cards,
Okay.
which are just individual player abilities that you can get when you go on stage, which in the round tracker, the round-shaped round tracker we have here. Boy, we should have zoomed out camera. It's a big game. In this round tracker, in round 3 and 5, certain players will go onto the stage where you get the opportunity to get more cards. And it's like a very strategic, really like well put together game that has so much flavor. So let me show you the very best part. Are you about to zoom out?
Yeah, but you're about to get detailed, right?
Yeah, I think we're good on the board. What I really want to show, we've got great player aid cards, which are always lovely. Here are the players. We have the player characters: Topaz, Amethyst, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, all with their own unique vibe and absolutely beautiful ladies. And then those are the power cards. I've got to show you some customers because they're absolutely hilarious. They're just making fun of people in the most. I feel like in this situation, you need to give the power to the ladies, and that's what these cards do in a very fun way. So here we have Elliot. The flavor text is, he's convinced that one of the dancers is an extraterrestrial in disguise and is here to make combat. So you roll a d10. On a 9+, you commit him to the VIP room. On a 3+, you'll receive 2 champagne, which again are a re-roll in the push your luck mechanic.
That is awesome.
It's delightfully complex. Each customer has a wealth level. Some are particularly interested in a particular lady at the club, and so if they go court that customer, then they'll get 3 stars of wealth instead of the 1 or 2.
Nice.
And then there's this steal a committed customer from somebody else mechanic by you swoop in and try and roll higher than their loyalty value here.
Yeah.
So it's so many interesting components, a really well thought out, well designed game with such a unique and interesting theme that comes directly from this world. Hold on, I'm gonna need you to read one more customer because they're just so good.
Okay, let's look at Nigel. Nigel is ecstatic. He's been saving for years and has cracked open the piggy bank to finally treat himself.
He's actually my favorite because he's so high loyalty. He cannot be stolen.
Okay, he's got a 10 loyalty. Wow.
Yeah, Nigel's super sweet. Gertrude, a former dancer 60 years ago who's here to reminisce. Watch out, she still knows how to seduce customers. So if you want to, you can have her leave with a different customer if you're trying to be a little cutthroat and take away a customer from another player.
Nice.
It's really the strategy goes so much deeper than at first glance would have you think in this game, which I really, really enjoyed. We had a very fun time playing. Kiri, Whitney Moore, and Steph Woodburn played, and we've got that playthrough coming out very soon. So that's Nightshift. Check out Exotic Cancer online to find the game.
Yeah, they really crushed it on their crowdfunding game. They raised almost $500,000, I believe.
Yeah,
it's just amazing. And I love it because this game, designed by someone that's in the space, it really comes off as it's a really interesting look inside this world that other people may not be familiar with, and I think it's really, really cool. I can't wait to give it a shot myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to play Nightshift sometime.
Absolutely. Cool.
And also to mention, this is a prototype copy that is beautiful. I had no notes on the prototypeness. Sometimes you get a prototype and you're like, watch out for these components. That's, I think that the only thing that I would notice is one of the custom dies had stickers, which is always what happens in a prototype. That, and otherwise, everything felt fully finished about this prototype. Really beautiful.
Yeah, look at that, folks. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice
it looks great on the shelf.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. We got let's give out a couple of other shout outs real quick.
Ooh, do it.
Yeah, we've got something
called
the Deck of Player Safety.
Yes.
This is really neat. Do you want to talk on this?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about this.
Yeah.
So let's see. Remind me of our designer's name. So this is a tool for RPG games. We actually were sitting in a restaurant at lunch at the Gamma Expo, and we were like, what do? You got a badge? And he told us all about this deck of cards that basically, if you have played role-playing games with the Session Zero, which everyone should always do, that's where we establish, what are people's lines and veils? What are the things that are just too far beyond and are cringe for you and you would like them not in this game at all? What are the things that are are you okay with a little bit of gore but not too much? Are you afraid of spiders? All that stuff. He has set up a way for, especially in a convention environment where you're meeting people for the first time and gaming with them for the first time, to pass around this deck. What you do is you pull out the cards that are something that you're like, yeah, no to spiders. There's a spiders card. You pull it out, you set it face down so it's anonymous. You pass the deck. And, violence against animals or whatever it is. People throw that in, and then if you don't see see your thing in the deck, and you kind of need to flip through before anybody pulls anything out and be a little bit familiar with. But if you don't see that thing in the deck, you know somebody else already had that issue with that concept and it's already been put in. You pass those to the GM and they're like, cool, no spiders, no animal violence. Bingo, bing, go boombo, let's go, Bo.
Yep, go Bo. I love the idea of this. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
This is from, it's a passion project from Tom Nelson.
Tom Nelson.
That's who, stopped us at
This is our boy right here.
Gamma Expo. Yeah, you can check out the video there. So not only is it a physical deck of cards, but you could also go to the website. There's an online version of this, and it's totally anonymous. So you set this up, your GM sets it up, and you all go in there and just punch in whatever the code is, and then anonymously you can say, hey, I don't want spiders, or in my case, I don't want anything to do with snakes. I'm not a snake guy.
No snakes.
No
yeah,
snakes.
see, I'm no spiders.
Okay,
but in a game, it's good. It's because I'm deeply afraid. But I'll play with that fear.
Okay.
It's like, depends if you're like, that's not, we can't even say the word.
Yeah. So this will, ensure that games are played safely, and this is great.
Important question. Do you think he has the word shrimp written on a card, and can I add it?
Oh, I don't know.
I wonder, here's my suggestion. He might already have it. In the online version, you could have write in your own. In fact, now I remember, there are some blanks in there.
Okay, there it is.
I will be writing in shrimp. None.
Shrimp.
None.
No shrimp,
nope.
huh? Oh, interesting.
Some days I can't even say the word.
Really?
But luckily, my stomach feels solid today.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you just said it. It must be okay then.
I am deeply afraid. Why do they have such creepy little tails and their little eyes, and people eat that? It's like, imagine in The Little Mermaid, there's that scene where the chef's like eating stuff and it's really gross. That might be why I think I just pinpointed it.
Oh my
You
God.
have eviscerated me because I've had multiple opportunities to eat land bugs, and I'm always like, no, can't do it. So gross. But you put that bug in the ocean, and I'm like, this is my favorite food.
It is like people eating cockroaches to me. I don't understand.
Wow.
Lobsters too. I'm sorry to yuck everybody's yum. And my husband is from Maryland, so obviously it's a point of deep contention in our relationship. But he's learned to be thoughtful about when and where he eats his seafood.
I used to like shrimp until today.
Wet bugs greater than dry bugs.
I can't explain it, but he speaks the truth.
I felt like I had to bring it up so I can bring a little realness to this, why the deck of player safety is so important.
We keep it real here, folks. What can I say? We keep it real. One more thing I'd like to highlight, Becca, before we get to the jacked up matchup, is the Horizons Fellowship from Gamma.
Oh.
So we just learned about this. This is an 8-month accelerator program for prospective and newly established retail store owners and publishers that are from historically underrepresented communities. Okay, so this is, a little help out there. You can apply now if you are a retail owner or a publisher, and it's all about building up diverse voices in the board game space.
Amazing.
Yeah. So this has been going on for a few years, and I want to shout out our friend of the channel, Grant Lyon, for sending over the information, because Grant is on this committee.
Yes.
And he's helping get this out there. This is a wonderful program, and it's free. Folks, if you are a publisher or a store owner from an underrepresented community, please apply for this and get some support.
I think in the photo here is Alice and Jessica Hong from Fam Bam Games, who have some really cute games. I got to meet the two of them at Gamma Expo.
Nice.
And they were really, really lovely, and I'm excited to play their games at some point in the future.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looks like they're involved in the program, so very cool.
I love that. So yeah, check that out, and again, shout out to Grant for sharing the information with us.
Yeah, he does a lot of work that I think is like rewarding, but not necessarily like the thankless type of work in this fellowship program, and a lot of stuff that Grant does. Really great.
And he's a heck of a funny guy.
Heck of a funny guy.
Heck of a funny guy.
How does he find the time?
Shout out to Grant.
Yeah.
Becca, what about some jacked up matchup time? Woo! Let's do this.
Perk Coffee.
Perk Coffee.
Let's go.
All right, we're playing Karuba the card game, and what we're doing here is building our little adventurers. The adventurers are going on a mission to get to their temples, sort of Indiana Jones style. And what we do is we have our cards here, Becca, and this is just you may look, and they are numbered 1 through 16.
Yep.
Excuse me. All the cards are here on this board here. This is just a reference.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do, you're gonna shuffle up your cards, and we're gonna draw 3, start our hand, and I'm just gonna show you real quick what we're doing.
Just shuffle-oo?
Yeah, shuffle it. And then you're going to choose 2 of these, okay? And when you play them, can we get the top down, Ray? Thank you. When you play them, you're going to add up the total. So in this case, I have 23.
Ooh.
Okay, and then you add it, and then whatever you have, go ahead and do an example. You have 19. So whoever's lower, they discard one of their cards out of the game.
From the pile or from my hand? One
from
of
your
these
hand.
2.
Yeah, from one of those 2.
Okay, this one.
Okay,
Goodbye.
That's fine. So now the game, you're going to build a 4x4 tableau, and you're going to connect them. You cannot place cards corner to corner. You can only place them orthogonally.
And paths must connect?
Paths do not have to connect. You could do something like this. That's totally fine.
Spicy.
Yeah, but what you're trying to ultimately do is lead your adventurer to their corresponding temple, the color.
Cool.
Okay, and then if you
here.
do, yep, orange and orange, right? And if you line them up to their color, so, like this, you're gonna get 3 points at the end of the game.
Got it. So they just have to have a connecting path to lead them to their temple. It doesn't have to look like this,
Correct.
right? Okay.
Correct. These are just for our reference. Now, if you have something like this, if you go through a path that has a gem on it, you'll get an additional point. If it has a gold coin or a gold nugget, you get 2 additional points.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, and the most points wins. Now, I should mention that there are some adventurers here. There's 4 different adventurers. If you do something like this, where they have to go through another adventure, you cannot go through another adventure. It's blocking that.
They'll
adventure.
fight to the death.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this one is going to die, so you cannot go through that. Once again, you can
I'm
do
going to
paths
make you a
like
little
this.
more room in
let's
your
give some
play
room
area.
here.
You want to pop your phone to the other side? Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
And then,
Laptop goes that way.
There
All
we-
right. And we play until all the cards are out. You may not have a complete 4x4, but that's your limit is 4x4, sort of like
Yeah.
King Domino.
question.
Yes.
When I play out 2 new cards, do I add the 15 in as well, and then we discard based on that?
Correct.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm answering. You were asking if you had
So
those 2 cards.
each time we each play 2 new cards, and then one of us will have to discard one of those cards.
Correct.
But it's based on the overall sum total of everything we played out so far.
No, it's just for that round, what you played there.
Just what we played
Yep.
that round. Okay,
Yep.
great.
Okay.
I was going
So
to say,
let's
then it's just
shuffle up.
going to be.
It's way too much math for me.
Yeah, that's a lot of math. Okay,
Way too
great.
much math. Okay.
I can add 2 numbers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so draw 3 cards
One,
and then
two,
secretly look at them.
Secret.
Okay. So I'm going to go with these 2.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
go with
then
these 2.
You just place that 3rd card back on top of your deck.
On top.
Okay. And then we reveal I have 23.
Okay, I have 22, but I win.
Oh no, 22, unfortunately.
Wait, hold on. What's 9 plus 13? 22, yeah.
Yeah, 23.
So I'm 1 behind you.
Yeah, so that means you're going to discard a card.
Okay.
Actually,
If you had played a lower card, would I have won?
yes, and then I would have to discard a card.
But then does the game end?
No, oh no, okay. We're going to play all our cards until they're all gone, and we're building a 4x4 tableau. And then at the end of the game, we're going to count points.
Oh gosh, goodbye, sweet adventurer.
No, go ahead and take your 3rd card that you played.
I'll take this.
The
Yeah.
3rd card. And then out of these 3 cards, you can discard 1.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, so you're not going to get hosed by getting rid of one of your adventures. You're
So-
going to unfortunately lose that.
I'll lose that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
Because that's pretty cool. Okay.
Right?
Okay, so now draw another 3.
Purple straight to purple temple. Okay.
So that's already 3 points.
Amazing.
Okay.
So I will set this 1 aside. It's going to my discard.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'll
Let's
do
go.
this. Yeah. So I've got these 2.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Flip.
15.
15, 16, 17.
Oh, that's just for endgame scoring.
Oh, also 15.
Yep, so we both place both these cards.
Oh, okay. I
so
didn't know
I'm
if
gonna
we'd
do
both
this.
be penalized.
Yeah, it's a very nice game.
Friendly. Now you said, do we have 4x4 is our maximum
Correct.
size?
Maximum size, that's
Okay.
it. So plan carefully.
Got it.
Okay.
And can we rotate?
No, the number always has to be in the left corner.
Love it.
Okay.
Now, I didn't have to discard, so do I keep this one in my hand?
Yep, and then draw 2 more. So you always have 3 in your hand.
Love it.
Okay. Ooh, what am I going to choose? So this one. Oh, no. Okay, yes. No, yes. Oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay. I'll go with these two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He doesn't like it. Okay.
18.
Ready. 9.
Okay, so you discard 1.
All right. Now, I do have a gold piece, and at this point, I already lost, so I might as well get rid of that 3.
Yep. And then you're only going to place 1 this turn because you, out of the 2 that you played, you discard 1 and you only place 1.
And then 1 comes back to my hand.
That 1 will come back to your hand.
Okay. It doesn't necessarily have. This is what I kept in. This is what I kept in my
Correct.
hand. Oh, so I don't get to play that.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I'm going to do this where, ooh, what is this one? That one's going to go that way. Ooh. And this guy has to go here. So I'm just going to do that.
Do
Okay.
it.
All right, draw 2 more, so you have 3. And here's my
Got it.
adventurer's tableau. Okay, so I can do this and I can do this. All right, I've got 17.
I've got more than that.
Darn it.
What's math for? 28.
It's a lot of math. Okay, so I discard this. I only place this 1, and then you'll place those 2.
All
And
right.
hey, I've got this one connected.
I also have another connected pass, so I've got 2 connected so
Oh,
far.
wow, very nice.
But now I could place them in a way that would get me more.
Right.
So this is actually going to get me more points.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, because I passed 2 gems on the way.
Oh, Becca, you're so good at games.
Oh,
Okay.
stop.
Now, just remember it's a 4x4 grid.
Yes.
And then draw your
My
cards.
skeleton is built.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh, this is the one I didn't want. Okay, I'll do this and this. Okay, I've got 12.
I've got 12.
Okay, we both place.
Yeah,
This
not
one's
mad
gonna
about
go
it.
Here.
Okay. Oh
This
gosh.
one's gonna, oh, I don't like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna be in trouble here. Okay, this goes back to my deck.
Good trouble.
I don't know about that.
This could be bad. We'll keep options open.
Yep. Again, this board here, folks, is here just to let you know what cards are in the deck, so you can sort of plan.
Okay, I've got an orange temple, no orange adventurer yet,
Okay.
but I've got a whole row to get him in there.
Yep. Okay. So now draw cards until you have 3.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we're getting close to the end.
Here we are. Oh, there's that adventure I was looking for. So this one and
Boy,
this one.
happy day. 1, 2, 3,
18.
24.
So I get rid of this.
Oh, we both have Mr. Double Chin here.
Yeah, double chin.
Big old chin.
Yes.
Well, Dudley Do Right.
Dudley double chin goes right there.
Cleft. That's the word.
Oh, cleft.
Powerful.
Good
a
word.
powerful chin. Okay, now here's my trouble. I need to not get anything in. We'll just, you know what? Yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna happen. Are you about to get all of yours?
I don't know. I've got 1, 2, then 3.
I should make them longer paths.
Yeah. And again, the rule is you have to take the shortest path available if there are multiple paths.
Sure.
So you can't just loop around and get all kinds of gems and or diamonds and gold and whatnot.
Man, I'm really risking it for the biscuit. If I separate them.
Keep them separated.
But I don't have too much option without passing through other stuff. Oh, I can see what's left, but that's going to take so long. Basically, I need a crossbar. And
okay.
I've played my 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to risk it.
Okay, risking it for the biscuit. Now you cannot do corner to corner. Everything has to be
That's
orthogonal.
why I can't do that. Okay, great.
Okay.
Final.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to get this one. I ran out of room.
Oh, no.
Yep, this guy is no good.
So sad.
Yeah,
hear
this
it.
is a bummer. Okay, so where can this one go? This really can't go anywhere. Wow. I'll play these 2. Yeah,
Okay, I'm ready.
26.
20.
Okay,
Oh boy. Okay, that's not the worst. I have to discard one I played.
correct. Ugh.
I've connected Mr. Orange. I was going to make it
nice.
a longer path for him.
I got stuck with Mr. Orange. There's no way for me to.
Oh no, impossible.
Yeah, so I'll just do that, and then You only have one card left? Oh,
I only have one card left.
You should have 2. I don't know what happened. You have 16 cards, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I
that's
had
weird.
3 times I discarded.
Yeah,
so
it's variable based on how many times you had to discard, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have 7.
So I have 4.
Okay. Actually, I think the last round you just place your cards.
Okay, that
which
makes sense to me.
Doesn't do any good for me.
Well, I'll just place
Okay.
it for funsies.
Funsies.
Okay.
And that's the game. That's
GG.
GG. Let's count up points, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recap points for me, if you will.
Okay. So adventurers that get to the temple are worth 3 points. And then if they cross the path of a diamond, 1 additional point. And if they cross the path of a gold nugget, 2 additional points.
Okay, walk me through your points.
Okay, I've got 3 here. I've got 3 plus 1 here, so that's 7
7.
total. This one is 3 plus 1, 11.
11.
And this didn't do anything.
11
11
he
points.
was murdered brutally on the path
Yeah.
by Purple Lady.
Purple Lady. Okay.
Okay, so you had 11.
11.
Okay, we've
let's-
got orange takes the fastest route,
Yep.
which involves 1 gold for a
Ooh.
total of 5 points.
Aren't you glad there was a gold nugget there?
I sure was. There's purple for another 3 for 8 points.
Uh-huh.
Here's orange. He gets 5 total points because 5 and then 2
Oh,
gems.
yeah. Nice.
So 8 plus 5 is 13.
13.
And then another 3 for 16.
Nice. GG.
I got there.
Well
GG.
done. GG.
GG. Thank you for showing me yet another adorable, cute, fast game.
Yeah, that's what our jacked up matchups are all about. Quick and fun games. And thank Perk Coffee for sponsoring this segment.
Yeah.
And we've got one more final segment before we get out of here.
Very important, and we never forget it.
Yes. It's your shelfies, folks. We ask you to share your shelfies. You can share it on the Good Time Society Discord channel. And this one is from Tommy Miller.
Tommy Miller!
Tommy Miller in the house. Yay. Thank you for sharing this, Tommy. On screen right now is his shelf. And he's got a lot of cool games here. I see from Restoration Games, Fireball Island.
Aw, yeah, Fireball Island.
With all those expansions, Ray.
Dinosaur World. Who snuck my shelf onto in their house?
I love it.
Lost Cities,
Lost Cities.
Venezia,
Vendetta.
one of my faves.
Yes. I love, at the very top of the shelf, Tommy's got a canvas with the expansions. That is one of the most beautiful box covers ever. It's literally like a work of art. And the way they do this box cover, Becca, I think they have a hook on the back of the box cover and you could actually hang it.
That's so
Isn't that
cool.
neat? Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. I haven't
Yes.
played that. I need to.
Yes.
I see Tidal Blades here.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to our buddy James Hudson for his
Yeah.
work on Tidal Blades.
Nice.
Really, really fun game. There's a video of me playing, I'm not sure if it's the same edition, because I know there's another Tidal Blades game in the
Yes.
same world, but Matt Mercer back in the Geek and Sundry days guested,
Yeah.
and that was so much fun.
Nice.
I see Takinoko, which
Oh,
is my
yeah.
favorite little panda game that
It's-
is really good for all ages. I've shown it to a lot of family.
Yeah, it's a terrific game. And I love that the panda likes just to go around and eat. And
Just eating bamboo, just a
eating
panda
bamboo.
eating bamboo. You
Yeah.
roll a little die to make it rain, literally, and the weather die, and then the bamboo grows.
yes.
So much fun.
Also, I love seeing people's shelves because it reminds me of myself. Like I'm an Omni gamer. I think we both are. We'll play anything at any time. So he's got Viticulture, Lost Cities, Horrified, and then over here, one of my favorites of all time from our friend Eric Lang, Blood Rage.
Yes, I love Blood Rage.
Blood
I
Rage.
yelled louder than I meant to because Blood Rage.
That's what happens.
I mean, any game where dying is not the end, you're just going to Valhalla, thematically I'm here for.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Tommy's shelfie. Thank you, Tommy, for sharing, folks. Be sure to share your shelfies in the Good Time Society Discord channel.
Yeah, and remember, if you like this show, you can support us by heading to patreon.com/goodtimesociety. We're gonna have some really special stuff to drop there soon. I am very soon going to be dropping the first episode of a role-playing game of Call of Cthulhu called Sorority that I'm really, really excited and proud about. I'm gonna drop the episode on Patreon first before it's available to the public, and that's got Christina, Gina, and Serena, the Enas, are my players. Maybe you saw an Instagram video. I will definitely be dropping that before Gen Con is our goal. because we'll have a live sorority show there. So we got to have the video online first. And then that live show will later be on our YouTube as well if you are not able to make it to Gen Con in person. But yeah, that's another reason to become a patron, as well as watching our playthrough with Captain Flip.
Yeah, Captain Flip. So occasionally we do one more game.
One more game.
One more game. So after the show, we sometimes play another game and we share that with our Patreon supporters. So thank you for supporting. And hey, Becca, I think that's it for today.
Great show, Ruel.
Great show.
Yeah.
GG.
GG.
GG. And
we'll
folks,
see you all next time. Thanks so much. And remember,
play some games, will ya?